That mix that we just heard. Real good stuff.
Thank you.
How many of your original tracks did we hear? Was it that first one?
The second one.
Second one.
And the other ones are still coming up.
Okay.
Mix.
They're going to be mixed in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. It's like going to cold snap.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Just
So
put the strawberries, gummy bears, everything. Just
Peanut butter cups or get out.
damn, now I'm thinking about Colson. Why you do this?
Stop.
So you, mister, you've been in Somewhere Loud. You started from Somewhere Loud. You've been in TJ. T's for Techno. Enter the Tech. Switching lanes. Now to ADE, the Amsterdam Dance Event, which is one of the most important electronic music conference and festivals in the world. How do you feel about that?
It's an honor, honestly. Since I've wanted to make music, I've always guided myself to be in the European crowd. Like I've always wanted to be there, because I feel like my music sounds a bit more European than the American stuff. I'm not really radio friendly.
How so?
Like, you're doing pretty good right now.
Well, yeah.
You're pretty friendly right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
But like kind of like mainstream Calvin Harris, like raise your hands up.
You're not pushing oh my god.
Yeah.
Summer.
Yeah, stuff like that. So I mean, I've always looked up to the European DJs.
You're not super into the top 40s. You want the actual
yeah. I want the people that are depressed, that need something to look forward to. The introverts, like me. I've always struggled with depression or just shit like that. Sorry.
It's okay.
But
no worries.
Yeah.
So what makes you stand out from the rest? What do you think is what got you to ADE?
Just sticking to my guns. I feel like just
fighting the fight,
adversity. I feel like
hard work and determination.
Exactly. Hard work and determination. There's a lot of people working hard in the scene, but I feel like they're working hard in the scene. Yeah. You're trying to get out there. I'm trying to get out of the States.
You need to direct your efforts towards something.
Exactly.
People always say, work hard, where should I work towards?
Exactly.
What's your goal set right now? I know you want to work towards European people just as an audience, but is there something in particular that you have in mind?
10 years from now?
Yes.
Sort of.
What's your 5-10 year plan?
5 years, I would like to be, at least in the Gashouder Awakenings Festival.
So you don't want to be at Tomorrowland, too mainstream.
Tomorrowland's sick. They have some sick side stages. Ultra, stuff like that. But
going big.
Going big. But 10 years, once I'm over the whole DJ, dance music kind of stuff, I want to move towards film scoring and I want to teach kids. I grew up down south in San Isidro in the ghetto, and there's a lot of drugs, there's a lot of gangs, there's violence, and not a lot of opportunities for kids to make music, and that's what I want to do. I want to give back to my community.
It's true. It's true because if you think about it, they don't really have a lot of music classes in school.
No. They took them out actually from a lot of schools. The budgets weren't.
Just art in general.
Because we're gonna need algebra right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a lot of math and music, I will say.
Yeah, there is.
No, there is in production, definitely.
Yeah.
But you gotta find that on your own. You gotta explore it. Eventually, you're required to know a bunch of those instrumentals. So it's really good that you're striving to provide that to the people around you, especially from your own personal experience.
Definitely. So you have mentioned to me that ADE is shaping the new year of electronic music. Can you expand on that?
Most definitely. ADE is a 5-day event. By day, it's conferences. There's people that are label managers, owners, Grammy award-winning DJs.
It's
everything. Everyone in the industry is there.
You gotta take us there next time.
Yeah, it's like the Winter Music Conference, but on drugs. It's just crazy.
The good kind, the fun kind.
The good, just healthy.
Yes.
It's very productive. You get to meet anyone you want. I walked up to Laidback Luke and said hi to him.
Oh yeah, I saw your picture.
And had a conversation about depression and stuff like that with him. And he was such a human. And I met Tommy Sunshine last year, Nina Kravitz also, and like there's such good people. And the fact that there's a community in the Netherlands that dedicates a full week to dance music, and the community is amazing. And
I think we need something like that here.
we do need something like that here. And the West Coast Weekenders does something like that, but it's not to that extent. I mean, you don't have 200 parties going on in the city for a week.
You're right.
The cool thing about like ElezD is it's not just like producers and DJs. It's like label owners. It's like PR people. You meet
everyone.
Like creative directors, vocal, like literally
makeup artists,
everybody.
like,
like everybody.
Everything.
So and we don't have that here. We're like,
well,
you know
that's
what I
something to
mean?
think about.
Yeah.
In the future.
They shaped the new year by talking about the new gear that's coming out, the new standards of the year. I went to this conference about how to get paid in full. They talked about the Music Modernization Act and how that's going to play out in the next, 10 years, or how that law is going to come up. And everyone was just in a discussion. There's a discussion
to open the dialogue.
Yeah.
What is the most valuable thing you learned at ElezD?
Be yourself. I met this guy, Sham. Shout out to Shamsudan. He's a Dutch producer, modular engineer. He's a genius, man. This guy, he can DJ, but he doesn't touch the turntables. He's like, it's all in the box, modular, like really crazy stuff. And we got into contact maybe like half a year ago, and we've been staying in contact, and I met him out there personally, and he just told me, be yourself, work for your goal, don't try to fit in here, fit in there. Yeah, exactly.
Set for yourself.
And just do you, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
Do you personally have any advice for people that are trying to make it in the industry?
Don't try to make it.
I love that.
Just do what you like. Yeah.
Just go for it.
Because if you have expectations and you get let down, you're gonna hit a hard place, a very, very hard, dark place, like I did. Like I was 16, I was like, I'm gonna be playing at EDC by the time I'm 18.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
It's not gonna happen.
But people who are playing at EDC may not have set their sights that way.
Right.
Probably, prodigies who are really good at their craft.
Yeah.
Yes,
recognized and brought there.
Or their dads have money.
There are a lot of factors.
Yeah.
And for some of us, we have to start from the bottom.
Yeah. Straight up.
And in a way, by going through that adversity, we kind of become much stronger.
Yes.
More robust people.
Yeah, most definitely.
Man, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. Honestly,
Definitely.
This is awesome.
I have one more question before we go to the rest of your set. What are your thoughts on the underground music scene in San Diego, the positive and the negatives? Ooh, yeah, we got to the...
We talked a little bit about this off camera.
It's in a good place compared to where it was 3 years ago, maybe even 2 years ago, I'd say.
That's so true.
It used to be hard to find an event that wasn't playing trap and dubstep or big room or stuff like that, and there wasn't a lot of underground in the scene. So for it to be emerging now, it's really cool, but there's also saturation. There's a lot of recycling of DJs. There's a lot of politics. I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. Yeah. I'll put you on my lineup, and you can put me on yours. And
stay there for 2 years.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Well, or for the same events over and over.
Like
exactly. Yeah. Recycling resident DJs. Like I get you have your crew, and it's awesome that you guys have like a team.
Yeah,
a team is very crucial for success. Don't get me wrong.
But you gotta let other people in too.
Yeah, because so you have a company, right?
Yes.
And you sell strawberries, bananas, limes, and apples. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This guy comes up to you and says, "I sell vegetables. Can I plug my vegetables in your store?" No, I only sell vegetables.
I don't think you get my vibe.
Exactly. Yeah. You're going to lose out on money. 1, clientele. 2, and then the person that sells vegetables, I am receptive I can just be like, okay, I'm going to open my own business and sell fruits.
You're
also
not necessarily competing with them,
exactly.
but now you're forced to.
Now I'm forced to. So that's the bad competition when it comes to business, when you're forced to compete and now you're stepping on people's toes, the same genres on the same
But
nights.
that drives innovation. That's
Right.
what leads to people getting better.
People
on
need to think out of the box and say, how can I get out of this circle?
Man, that's
Thank you. That was the best. That was
That's
probably
probably the
my
best answer
favorite
you got, yeah.
response so far. You're a well-rounded artist,
Thank you.
and I really appreciate you being here. It's an honor to have you
And you
here.
have a
Thank you.
lovely girlfriend.
Yes,
Thank you.
beautiful
Yes, she
makeup
is.
artist.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
we're gonna head into the second part of the mix here.
Let's do it.
As
Let's get
I
funky.
understand there's a few more of your hidden tracks that haven't been released
Ooh.
just yet, so we'll check that out.
Yeah.
Here on
You heard it
KCR,
here.
College Radio.
Scarlett Letter. That was easy.
Yeah.
Really. That was probably my yeah.
I like that example of like a fruit stand.
Yeah, because it shows apples and
I
oranges.
was like,
Yeah,
if this
those are
goes
some-
on,
Yeah. I hope you guys
Right.
enjoyed this interview. That was probably the sickest interview.
What's up, guys?
Say hi to
How
the
you
people.
Hello.
Man, I'm feeling. Sam, you want to say something to your fans?
What's up, folks? This is a really good mix. I really like this mix. You should support this guy.
Support it.
He's got a good vibe. He's got a good message.
He is, yeah. I have so much respect for you right now. Turn it up so that people can hear it.
Oh, this is it. That's the unreleased video.
Oh, unreleased.
Unreleased. You better be recording this. It won't work on Shazam.
Ooh. Ooh. Damn.
That's part
Yeah.
of the people in the building. Yeah, right?
This is so good. Whoa. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I will put the full show on YouTube pretty soon. This is Scarlett Letter Show. And the squad. Oh yeah. Bye.